All right, guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the Caffeine and Octane Podcast. This show is brought to you by Ride Lounge, Atlanta's fastest-growing vehicle storage and social club, located in Peachtree Corners, with two more on the way, opening later this year, both Milton and Midtown Atlanta. So super exciting stuff. I'm your host, Grant Van Brewer. Over the years, I've worked for companies like McLaren, Porsche, BMW, and others. We're recording live today at the Sandy Springs Invitational Car Show, powered by Caffeine and Octane. Joining me is a longtime friend of mine and one of the founders of Atlanta's most exclusive driving clubs, Adam from Privé Driver Society. Welcome to the pod.
Thanks, Grant. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And just for our guests that are watching, who are you and what is Privé? Just a quick refresh for new listeners.
Yeah, so again, my name's Adam. I guess me and Dad have kind of been automotive nerds our whole life, but we really got into it back in 2010, 11 when A&P opened. And so from there, we've just kind of seeked out track days, other groups, and everything else. And Privé basically came from years of experience of what works, what doesn't work. And what we found is the smaller the group, kind of the better. So the more tight-knit the group is. So Privé, which is based out at Road Atlanta, it's 50 members, and it's an annual fee. So there's no initiation or anything. So I mean, you use it or you don't, kind of a thing. Yeah. But we provide private track days of no more than 50 people at a time. But what we've been seeing is like 30.
Yeah.
And what that does is really on track at any given time, it's about 8 or 9 people. So people that are really serious about the sport have probably the best quality time you can think of. Kind of think of it as like, a lot of people can access Road Atlanta, right? But not everyone can do it on a small scale. So it's sort of like going from a public course to Eastlake. Yeah. In terms of fit and feel of it. It's the same golf course, but we're providing breakfast and lunch, and it's a high quality caliper. And the drivers around you are vetted, so you're getting it's all about the experience there. Anyone can go do a track day, and there's a ton of track day organizations that are awesome. Yeah. But a lot of these guys get to a point where they just want the highest quality they can get. Yeah. And really it's time management, because guys can go out for half a day and get as much track time as being there all day. As
opposed to being on this strict schedule.
Strict schedule, yeah.
You miss your heat or your run or whatever.
Correct. So so if you show up at lunch because you had business meetings in the morning, you're still getting as much track time as if you were there all day sitting around and having big breaks in between. You just get it done. Yeah. And that's what we found is it's highly important to entrepreneurs and high-level business people. It's just time is money. Yeah, absolutely. So if they can be efficient with their time, they'll almost pay any price. We're pretty affordable at $7,500 for the entire year for 9 events.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it's a big dollar. It's a high value to dollar.
Absolutely. I mean, one single track event, I mean, you drive for hours, and I mean, that's at least $2,000, $3,000
easy
for a one-day situation.
Yeah. So if you did the same thing we do, not in like a membership setting, you're talking $2,500 to $5,000 a day.
Yeah. Plus your track insurance.
Plus everything else, and then you don't always know who's there. Yep. So this really builds a community. And so I mean, we do some social events too, but it's not the main focus. Yeah. We did a really cool private dinner with Third Space that did like a private dining for us, so that we've done that. We've done some like little watch parties and stuff, but really the main focus is being on track and at Road Atlanta. Yeah.
It takes the pressure off too, because they're not always looking at their watch going, I don't want to miss my next session.
Correct.
It's just, you show up, hey, you finish your business call up, and then, you know what? I'm ready to go back on the track. That's pretty much it, right?
Correct. And what we found, so again, we've been doing this now for 20 years almost. And what we found is more people have done business deals in car groups than I think a lot of people take credit for, because you're in a shared hobby, shared passion. So when that happens is you end up cutting deals that you maybe never got access to. So that's what we've seen that even already with Privé.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, back when I was selling exotics, that's not in the owner's manual, but it's kind of a byproduct of being in that space, being in that kind of elite territory, so to speak. And because you're going to find guys that are just like you. They've got other business stuff going on.
It's a mentality thing. It's a mindset. It's really what it comes down to. And so you put people in the same room as other people with a similar mindset, stuff's going to happen.
Oh, and just naturally.
And friendship, and it's not like you have to push it. Yeah. You don't have to have like, this is a business connect. It's just a natural flowing thing.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than going to something like that. And it's like, okay, and then we've got a presentation here in 30 seconds.
I hate a slideshow. No one likes a slideshow.
Yeah. So you've been a pretty regular attendee of Caffeine and Octane over the years. What's this brand meant to you, your father, Gary? I mean, it's just kind of the nucleus of, I guess, of Atlanta. I mean, tell us a little bit about that.
So what's crazy, so I remember Caffeine Octane when you had to get there at 5 in the morning when it was up on 400 and you had to like guard the spaces with your life to have like your friends near you. And it was so grassroots.
Yeah.
And it still is grassroots. I mean, Bruce has done a fantastic job of keeping that feel. You know, now that it's over at, I forget the mall now, but it's at the mall.
Town Center,
thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it's grown. I mean, it's gone to the point where he has to keep finding more space.
Yeah.
Which I love. And it gets people together. And Atlanta I think is kind of a sleeper automotive town.
A little bit.
Now, the last 2 weekends, no.
Yeah.
There has been the last 2 shows we've attended, I mean, this one in particular, and then last week's show that we were at.
It's insane.
Stuff is coming out of the woodworks, and people are bringing heat. I mean,
heavy stuff.
Heavy hitters. Like, I mean, we have Koenigsegg's. I mean, we're staring at LaFerrari CGT.
Yep.
Ryan's SP3, which
Daytona.
I mean, insane. You know, Valhalla, Valkyrie last. I mean, so stuff is just, it's here.
Yeah.
I think for the longest time, people kind of kept it quiet until the caliber of shows started getting higher.
Yep.
And I think we're in a great stride of really good Atlanta shows, and a ton of it's the people.
Absolutely.
And Caffeine and Octane has to have they're a big nucleus of that. That's a great word you use, because they've set up the shows in a respectful manner. No burnouts, no big revving.
Yep.
You know, we'll take acceptable revving, you know, depending on the car. But really the respect of the owners that, like, you know, they're bringing out a high dollar asset and respect it.
Yep.
You know, it's not the takeover stuff. It's not that scene. I know we had it for a minute about 5 years ago. It was there for a minute, but I think that's calmed down, which is good. And that's the way it needs to stay, because if we don't do that as a community in Atlanta and as a car community, if you start in letting that stuff happen, being in downtown Sandy Springs, shutting down roads isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
So but I think Bruce has set up the community to be that way, which is good.
He's managed it really well.
Yeah.
I mean, I just saw something online where one of these shows, I don't know if it was in Texas or wherever, but they basically banned all VQ powered cars. So like all your Nissans and Infinitis are just not allowed. And it's never gotten to that point here, which is great. And obviously, you know, this is an invitation only show. Let me ask you this. I mean, a venue like this where it is invitation only, what does that mean in the context of C&O's growth? How does Privé kind of intertwine with that?
So curation, I think, is super important in any community, in any hobby community, any, you know, culturally, you know, driven community, car community, golf community, whatever you want to call it. So curation has a place and it sets a standard. Yeah. Right? So you're putting the right people, the right cars together in a spot. You don't block it off to where like people can't access it, but you do keep a certain level, and then that drives every other show that's around, right? I'm looking at it here. I mean, you have all the exotics on this front row, and you got all types of stuff in the back, and then back here you have your classic trucks and muscle cars, and I mean, I'm looking at a Ford Escort, Ford, Cosworth motored, Rally 2. So there's something for everybody, right? But there is something to say about curating, and there are going to be people like, oh, well, then it's not for everybody, but it is. Yeah. Because if you don't curate it, you're not going to get these cars out here, and you're never going to be able to see, a Jesko or a LaFerrari. I
even saw a roof over there, which is cool.
You're not going to see those things because those people don't want to just be stuck in a parking lot. Yeah. You have to curate. You got to have the right scenery. I come from the Porsche world, so Luft, when they do these big Luft shows, it's not just a random parking lot. They're curating where it is and what the photography is going to look like and what this is going. So that, I think that's where the car shows are leaning towards. Yeah. And yes, there's going to be a paywall. You're going to have that $10 entry, that $40 entry, but the quality then becomes so much higher, and then it raises all the bars, because then even your cars and coffee becomes that much bigger. And that's one cool thing about Atlanta, and I'm sure this is in other cities too, but our cars and coffee culture is massive.
It's huge.
Every weekend, for every flare of car,
there's like 10 shows every weekend somewhere.
You cannot hit all of them in a weekend. No, it's impossible.
Impossible, yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it out to this one. This one's truly exceptional.
I don't. When Bruce calls, there's a reason, and so I get it.
Yeah.
And especially for the Sandy Springs Police Foundation, we're going to support our police.
Big support.
And so that's important, and that's another thing. Showing police officers like, here's our community, and we're behind you, and we're not rowdy, we're not whatever, we're here.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a big thing.
Yeah. Going back to Privé real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, capped at 50 members by design. Mm-hmm. Well, why does that matter so much? I guess it's not typically done in that fashion.
Correct.
Why did you guys do that?
So what we found was that you get to a point in your tracking career where you need more clear track's a hard word to use, but basically you need more quality track time to get done what you want to do. If you just want to go out and make laps, there are plenty of car clubs that do that, and there's plenty of ways to do that. But if you're serious and you're studying it and it's your sport, so if it's your hobby, so golf, golf's a really good way to kind of compare the two. You're getting lessons and you're going to the driving range and then you're playing a tournament. We're kind of that stepping stone to help you be the practice round and get you to the tournament. So it becomes a higher level. It's a quality over quantity thing. 50. It's me. Now I have two other business partners, but running it day to day, it's me, and I don't want to handle 100 people. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. We may expand at some point to 60 or 70, but we don't need to.
Right.
It really is a quality. What we're looking for is a quality thing, and not so much. I don't care about what you drive. That's not what it is. It's your personality, who you are, what you're trying to accomplish. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm looking at more than anything else.
Yeah, and I'm sure that comes from years of experience.
It's being around it forever.
Yeah.
And it works. So we're weekdays, and it works for some people. And it doesn't work for others. Some people need the weekends to do their track stuff. Some people can take off a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday and come out with us.
I mean, I think you kind of want that, right? You want a weekday kind of guy for the most part, right?
Correct. I mean, that's also who can cut the check and not worry. If they don't ever come, they don't really worry about it, right? But at the end of the day, it is a value proposition. So 50 people, it's manageable. So we can do the social events, and we don't have to rent out I don't have to rent out a restaurant. I can rent out a room, which is nice.
And what's the feedback been like for your members?
The feedback's been great. Yeah. I mean, and I think it comes from the curation of everybody. And I have guys that are in Spec Miatas. I have guys that are in LMP3 cars. Yeah. And I have yet to have a major complaint about, hey, that guy slowed me down. Yeah. But that comes from the caliber of driver. The awareness is such a big part of being on track. It doesn't really matter what you drive. It's how you know what's going on around you. And that's how the caliber of driver, when you're there is when that you're not having to worry about turn one, turn two, you know where it is, but you're able to look behind you and say, okay, this guy's coming up my rear end. Yep. I'm going to give him a point by and let him go, and his lap doesn't get ruined, my lap doesn't get ruined, and we all go hunky-dory home. So that's where that curation comes from. You have to have experience.
It's a great formula.
It is. Yeah. And we've had people, come, they've had some track experience, and they're like, hey man, I really want to do this, but I'm just not there yet. And we tell them like, hey, here's the path. Yeah. When you hit this path, and I can get feedback from your instructors, then we can do it. And 2 or 3 people we've done that with, and it's been great. Nice. And they've come out, and it's like, I don't have to worry about them. They've been vetted, and they're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting a little bit more granular on the actual car side of things, and this is a little bit of our origin story. I think I probably met you before that, but one of our guys in sales delivered, or actually I delivered your McLaren 600 LT. Yes. Didn't build it, but oversaw it.
Blake's still around.
Blake is still around.
He's still in the circle.
Shout out to Blake. Shout out to Motor Cars of Atlanta for making this experience possible. But the unique thing about that car is it was one of the very few that we did the roof scoop on. And what was it like? I'm sure you spent a lot of track time on that car. How big of a factor did that roof scoop come into play in terms of the overall driving experience? Was it worth the money, I guess, is what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, so what was funny about that car is, you had the option for the roof scoop, and it was...
like $40,000 or something?
Yes. So that in itself wasn't bad. This sounds terrible. In perspective-wise, it wasn't bad compared to the car.
Right, yeah.
But then you had to add on every other carbon pack. So it really wasn't...
To get it. I remember
So
that,
it really wasn't just like, do you add the roof scoop? No, it was like, roof scoop, plus you have to have carbon pack 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So it ended up being a pretty big sticker thing. But what it did is that it piped all of that noise into the car.
Yeah. Very similar to like a RS Spider, right?
Yes. So so the more current RS Spire. So so it's on the RS Spire, it's right by your head. So
all
you hear
that
all that induction noise.
Yeah.
But on the 600 LT, it was right above your head, and the turbos. I mean, it. And the best thing about that car is it shot like 8-inch flames.
Yeah.
Out of the back.
Just get it a little warm.
So I have a video on. I'll have to find it, but I have a video of it at night. Road Atlanta in that car. And literally most of the lap, there's like a 7-inch flame.
Oh, you'll have to send it to us.
I'll send it to you so y'all can edit it.
We'll have to overlay that for sure.
It is one of the coolest videos I've ever taken, and it was awesome. But no, that car was really cool. And what was neat about that car is, so it had that, and then we had a blue interior. So it was chicane effect gray over like a navy blue suede interior with the Senna seats.
Yeah,
it was awesome. That on a list of cars I regret selling, that's definitely on the top of the list.
Having driven a ton of cars in that price range, I really can't think of a more visceral experience for the money that I've driven. I mean, there's some that come close,
and especially now, the prices have come down. And that's what's hard with McLaren. I love McLaren, but I mean, like just like Aston, does the same thing. They kind of, they have this thing. It's a big sticker, and then it kind of comes down, and then kind of comes back a little bit. But the special cars, the LTs, the Zagatos from Aston, like those tend to do well. So they go down and they come back up.
Yep.
But no, that 600 LT, it drove. The best way to describe it, it was like 911 3 RS, but had more power.
Yeah.
So it took it and just went like up a notch.
Yeah.
Now, not as usable. 911 3 RS still a super usable car. 991.
I remember driving a 600 LT through Chastain Park.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it would literally scrape going just down the road over bumps and stuff like that.
And McLaren had a terrible lift system. You had to go through like 7 sub-menus to get to it. Everything now is you push the button.
Yeah, what was it before? It's like, okay, you want your interior lights on? It's like, no, I want the front lift.
It was like, left stock in, down one, in. Yeah, it was like solving a Fibonacci code or something. It was crazy. But I think now it's a button.
And then you guys also have the 992 GT3 RS. How does that car compare? I mean, that's the gold standard nowadays, obviously.
Gold standard of what, though? So I actually just had this conversation with somebody. It is a fantastic car. It's worth every penny of what the secondary market's paying for them. However, if you're trying to use it daily, don't
forget about it. Yeah.
Buy a. We just picked up a 992 Turbo S.
Oh, great
with
car.
the T hybrid.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah, get in it, go.
Save the $150,000 that you pay for the 3 RS, and it's going to do 80%.
Yeah,
but you can also take it on date night. You can put luggage in it. The one problem with 3 RS is there's no storage space.
Yeah, that's right.
And it is so tightly sprung. It's hard to take. Like on a date night,
you got to be ready for it.
It's a track car.
Yeah.
It is a race car for the road.
Yeah,
that's and if you take it on that, then it's a perfect car.
Yeah.
But if you're like, oh, I'm going to daily this, no, you're not. You have no space. You're not going to daily it.
Yeah. And then you guys also have a classic Porsche. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I have Ron Burgundy,
and it was just in S3 magazine. I saw
it was.
That's incredible.
It was. Yeah. So I bought a 1985 911 from a shop right up at Road Atlanta. The guy's name is Graham Everett. He's been around 911s. He raced them back in the day. He was the lead mechanic on a bunch of race-winning cars, but he's still here. Graham Everett Motorsports, I think, is the name of the shop. And I was in there one day. I was like, hey, Graham, if you ever have a car, I didn't want to spend, 70, 80 grand. I was like, if you have a car that's like in decent shape, let me know. 3 weeks later, I get a call. He's like, hey, I found a car. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I found it in my basement. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it was like tucked behind some boxes. On cover, I forgot I had it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay. So he pulls it out, and it's garnet red metallic. So it's like a burgundy kind of color. It's a dark red. Interior was black. And I was like, done. He told me the price, and it was one of those prices where you can't say no.
Yeah.
This is right around COVID. I had a Guards Red 996 Carrera automatic at the time. And I was like, oh, I can't have two. So I was like, I bought that right before COVID, and I bought it for $10,500. I sold it.
That's probably his biggest car selling regret, I'm sure.
I sold it to buy the 85. I sold it for $24,000 something dollars. It had 150,000 miles on it. But this guy was all about it. I was like, hey, cool, man.
Yeah, take it.
You can have it. I was like, but only cash. But point being, so that car, that car has been completely transformed. Still the same color, but originally it had burgundy. from the factory had burgundy interior. When I got it, it had black interior. So I was bound and determined to get burgundy interior back in this car.
Yeah.
Because I'd kind of named the car Ron.
Ron Burgundy.
And the license plate is Ron, which is, people are like, "Oh, you Ron?" I'm like, "No, I'm Adam."
That's hilarious.
So it messes with people.
Yeah.
But now it's burgundy interior. It's been fully gone through by Goldcrest. So everything's fresh. Has 100,000 miles on it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's actually my first manual car, which a lot of people are surprised by.
Interesting. I'm surprised by that, actually.
Yeah. Just never kind of had the opportunity to do it. And so people are like, "Oh, it has kind of this crazy system." I was like, "I don't know the difference. I'm just going to drive it."
Yeah.
And it's been great. So
That's
now
awesome.
I hop in things and it's fine. Everything's peachy. But that car's great. Yeah, it's headed to Platica first weekend in May.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Good stuff. Yeah. What'd you guys bring today?
So we brought Dad brought the Valhalla, so the Aston Martin Valhalla. So it's been on the show tour. It's been kind of everywhere recently.
Yeah.
Trying to get the break-in miles done on that car, to be fair. And then actually we were going to bring the 85, ended up not bringing it. We brought our 2011 Boxer Spider.
Oh yeah.
So
car.
what's really cool about that car is it's the car that kind of started it for me and Dad. So he had one. It was silver over red. He sold it. We actually bought when we did the rental fleet for the exotic cars, we actually bought the McLaren MP4-12, so you know that long name, from Motor Cars. We traded that car and bought that car. And Dad always kind of regretted it. So 2 years ago, he found one on Bring a Trailer, almost the exact same spec. So it's, what is this one? It's GT Silver.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Arctic Silver.
Sorry. The old one was GT Silver. This is Arctic Silver over red, folding carbon buckets, which that makes that car.
Oh yeah. That's
so
great.
it has the nice carbon buckets in it. And it had everything was exactly the same. So it was almost serendipitous that we ended up getting kind of almost the same car back.
That's cool.
Because we tried to get the original car back, and the guy is in California. He's like, "No, I never put the top on it. It is a perfect California car. Like, I'm never selling." He's like, "Okay, that's fine." So we found it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's cool because I still have my M3 when we started tracking, so that's still like my race car. So it's fun to kind of have the two original cars back that kind of started all of this crazy journey. So yeah, but that's what we brought today.
That's cool. Well, I know the listeners probably want to hear a little bit more about the Aston Martin. So, what is it? 1,000 horsepower. They made right under 1,000 units.
So it's 1,064 horsepower or something like that. So it's 800 and something from the motor, which is out of the Mercedes Black Series, and then 250 horsepower out of the 3 electric motors.
God, what a combination!
Yeah. So it's Rimac motors in the front.
Interesting.
And then,
okay.
So they use the Rimac motors in the front, and then it has no reverse gear.
So what do you do?
So it has an electric motor
that
on the
pulls
transmission
it back.
that does the reverse gearing.
Okay.
And it also does torque fill. It does all the standards. A lot like the current Porsche T-Hybrid. It's in the transmission, and it kind of does torque. It does all like the shifting fill for torque and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really cool car.
Yeah.
I mean, they're Aston Martin, I think, really nailed it.
Yeah.
They needed to.
Beautiful spec too.
I forgot the color, but it's basically satin gray, green stripe or green livery, and then the interior. They convinced us on this interior because you go up to Q and they build this out and they show you all the different combinations, and the seats are like a light gray, and then the dash and everything else is like darker gray. So it's this really cool two-tone leather interior.
Yeah, and Q is like Aston Martin's bespoke division.
Yeah, so Porsche CXX or Sonderworks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
One of the coolest features on that car, and it's very minimal, but the badge on the front. This is a big thing with Aston. Is it's like a super? I forget how tiny it is. It's super thin, but they have to freeze it. They put it on the car, they freeze it, they put it on the car, and then they paint it. So it's under the lacquer.
Oh wow!
But it's super thin. They call it like the ultra lightweight. It's titanium or something like that.
Yeah, you don't want to miss a victory with the big badge, right?
No, yeah. So I think that's kind of one of those options that like. If you know, you know.
It's a special touch.
If you know, kind of a touch. The other thing that's cool on that car that we did specifically with Q was the drive selector knob.
Oh, it's like a piece of jewelry in there.
Yeah, but so typically it comes like a dark gray. We had them anodize it.
The green. Yeah.
And what I didn't know is the way they do it. They make like 50 of these to get the right color.
Wow.
And then they like lay them out and they pick. They're like, okay, which one matches the best?
And then that's how they end up with the option price.
Correct.
Yeah.
That one wasn't terrible.
Okay.
There were some other options that we declined that were like just insane.
Yeah.
There's another Valhalla that just got delivered. It's like the red chroma flare.
I saw that. Yeah.
So I saw it over at Blake's. He's doing the PPF on it, and it's in person, in pictures, I was like, okay, it's whatever. In person, though, it's incredible.
Just insane, yeah.
There's going to be some Aston purists that hate it.
Of course, yeah.
I know one in particular that just absolutely hates it. But then you look at it and you're like, okay, I get it.
It's a special car.
It's a special car, and someone down the line, it's going to be the over the moon.
It's going to be their thing again, yeah.
Aston really nailed it with this car. They needed to. Aston's always had kind of some financial issues.
Yeah.
But they nailed it with this car.
That's a good thing, yeah. Because when that car came out, they were in trouble.
Well, they're still in trouble.
Well, yeah,
let's face it. But they've really made this car is special.
Yeah.
It's their first engine. I guess it's not their first. I mean, you have Valkyrie.
Yeah.
But like first streetable,
exactly.
Actual usable car. Now, no storage. Again, like 992 GT3.
Yeah.
The storage is a pocket in the door. So the kind of the funny thing is, apparently Aston is developing under seat luggage. And then I looked under. I go,
where you put it?
For what?
Yeah.
What is it going to fit? Like it's like a T-shirt.
Yeah.
They should have given everyone those like packable down jackets.
Oh yeah.
They should have given everyone one of those to put in the door.
Right. Yeah. It would make more sense.
Yeah. Or like travel underwear, because I don't know how anyone's going to actually travel in it, but that's besides the point. It's a great car though. We haven't let it loose yet. There's some pictures of it on Road Atlanta.
Still break-in period, I guess.
Still break-in period.
What's the mileage when that's?
I think it's 9. It's 1,200 kilometers, so 932 miles or something. Which it's painful to do that because, but on all of our cars, no matter if we're keeping them or selling, we always do the break-in. Because I want, if we ever do sell them, I want that next owner to just be able to get in it and be done with. You don't have to do the whole break-in thing. But some people want the delivery mile car, and
I know
that's boring.
Yeah, and I would say 80% of the ones that will go on the market, they're going to be under break-in period probably.
But let me tell you, so we've done all the auctions, we've bought used, we've done this whole thing. I much rather have a car that has 4,000 miles on it than 12.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because if something's going to break, they're going to break. You want them driven and started. You want all that. Otherwise, they're going to leak.
Yeah. I used to say it has to exercise its warranty phase.
Yes. Well, you're wasting the warranty. If it sits for 3 years, drive the car, because afterwards they're not going to honor it.
Yeah, and then this next guy is going to have all the issues that it would have had in the very beginning that you get sorted out.
So there's a balance.
It's part of the ownership.
There's a balance on it.
Not just with Aston, but with other exotics.
That is not even other classic anything. I believe cars should be driven. Take it on the mountain run.
100%.
Go do stuff with it. If not, if you consider it art, if you're like, hey, I'm buying this as art, down, got it. Like, I get it. That's your mindset. That's great. But like, if you're a car guy, you should be driving the cars.
Yeah. Best supercar for the money right now.
Ooh. What's your definition? Okay, so here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
So definition of supercar. We're saying 200 mile an hour capable.
Okay. Yes. Well, not necessarily.
180 mile an hour capable.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Current.
Yep. So let's just say anything above. I'm going to get flamed for this. Anything above an R8, let's call it. Ooh. Arguably, an R8 is like kind of the starting point of supercar. I would say. Okay. We'll say that.
So we're talking new or used.
Yeah, I guess it could be newer.
We could be newer used?
Yeah.
So big fan of Turbo S.
Okay.
I think 911 Turbo S, if it's going to be your only car, I think 911 Turbo S is best bang for the buck.
Yeah.
So even a current one. So current one, you're talking 300, but it does everything.
And that's a good answer, because we're talking supercar, not exotic car.
Yeah. And there's a distinct difference.
There is a difference,
because there's some exotics that I wouldn't drive.
Yeah. But there is no denying that a sub 3 second 0 to 60 car.
2.2.
Yeah, I mean that's a supercar. Come on, guys.
You can't beat that. Yeah. So, but okay, so yeah, I think any turbo S. So like 997.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I think 997, 991, 992. I think that is a comfortable supercar.
Yeah, and you can get in and out of them, not lose a ton of money. Maybe even make a little bit depending on what the market.
You're not
does.
going to lose money.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to buy. So say you buy a used one say you buy a 996 turbo.
Okay.
So they're 120 right now for a manual one. Yeah, right abouts. You're not going to lose. That's an older car.
We can probably assume, especially on a manual.
Anything manual turbo's going to go crazy.
The only thing that would really demolish the value on that is like if you just did a ton of miles in it.
Yeah.
Or if you got it into an accident, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, Carfaxes are tough. Yeah. That could be a whole other episode of Carfaxes.
Yeah.
Carfaxes are tough when you don't know, if you don't have documentation.
Correct.
If you have documentation, the stuff's done, I wouldn't worry about it.
So having owned now the Valhalla,
Yeah.
Have you had any other hybrid cars, or is that it?
Hybrid. An i8, which was terrible.
Okay, yeah, well.
But people love them. Listen, i8s have a cult following. People love them. Not a big fan of them. I don't like the way you have to get in and out of them.
Yeah.
The sills are way high.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
Has the hybrid era, in your opinion, has it improved or cost the driving experience?
I think if you had a hybrid, that's tough because you look at P1, LaFerrari, 918.
It's hard to say that those are bad cars.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
I've driven all three, not extensively, but enough to like get a feel for like how they bring on power.
Yeah.
Those are like Gen 1 kind of like hybrids, right?
Have you driven the new 992.2? That is a hybrid yet?
Dad just got one, so yes, we've driven that. That's fantastic as a hybrid. So I think current hybrids, I think, have nailed it.
Yeah.
I think they're not being used as a power plant.
Yeah,
they're being used to fill in stuff.
So other than the hypercars that came 10 years ago, as you mentioned, P1, 918, LaFerrari, everything else maybe missed the mark under that? Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
In that era?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that they're bad.
Yeah.
Not that they're bad. I just think you had such good ICE cars. Can we say ICE?
Yeah, we can say that.
Yeah. Internal combustion cars. There were so many good ones between that generation currently, and then now we have kind of like a Gen 3 hybrid.
They're getting all the kinks worked out. It's making a lot of sense.
Well, and the range anxiety isn't there anymore because you're not really even using the battery. The batteries are getting so small, and they're being used for performance, not for economy.
It's more of a tool. It's less emissions. Yeah. Most significant car on the field here today. What would you say?
SP3.
Oh, good answer. Yeah.
No
Bar
doubt.
none. Yeah.
Bar none. And not that, I'm again staring CGT, LaFerrari, Valhalla, SP3, Ryan's SP3. I mean, you talk about the highest echelon of Ferrari that you can be.
Provenance, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to be able to make that car again.
That's true.
They can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's now you got Koenigsegg, you got the Regera here. There was supposed to be a Jesko here, but like, I think when's the last time you saw an SP3? Like not in a garage, like actually like driven even from a trailer to the show.
Never.
Yeah. Right. That's the significance of look at Ed.
Yeah, there we got Ed Bull.
Look at Ed. But no, I think most significant car here today. I without a doubt, I think SP3.
Yeah,
and a great spec, by the way.
This is probably going to be a pretty easy answer for you, but manual, PDK, or DCT. I guess PDK, DCT, kind of the same.
It's actually not an easy answer because I think it depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Being in Atlanta, I think PDK, DCT is for the everyday car.
Oh, absolutely.
Is where it's at.
Yeah.
For pure driving experience, I think manual is the way to go.
If you're not trying to set like lap records,
correct? Because you're never gonna beat a PDK.
That's true.
You cannot beat it in shifting. Like even straight line stuff, you're not. Some of the fastest drag cars are autos.
That's true. Yeah.
They use a
with very few gears too.
They have 2 gears.
Yeah.
But it's an auto.
Power glide.
Power glide's a 2 gear.
Yeah.
So personally, yes, there are cars. It depends on the car, but my next car is going to be another manual, like probably 997 something.
I would say the same for me too. Probably,
because they're dying.
Yeah,
I think that's a reality that we're facing. Is that as much as BMW and Porsche want to keep that manual transmission alive, Europeans killing it because you can't get the emissions out of it. And people just aren't learning on it. Remember the UK used to have to drive a manual to get a license.
That's actually good. I support that.
I don't hate it. But point being, it's the best theft deterrent.
Oh yeah.
A huge portion of the population can't drive a manual.
Yeah, I wonder what that percentage is.
I'm sure
Majority.
I'd guess 80%.
80, yeah, at least. And then I guess last one here, we'll give Bruce a little nod here. What is Caffeine and Octane really about? One sentence.
Ooh, it's the people.
Yeah,
I think it's the community that he brings together the right way. He's bringing it. This is not one sentence. Sorry, he's bringing the community together in the right way. It's a positive way, versus any of these takeovers or anything else. It's all. We're here for the Sandy Springs Police Foundation.
Yeah.
I mean, what you can't do much more than that, right?
Yeah.
But no, Bruce, cap off to you. You've been killing it for how long has it been? 15 years now.
Yeah, something like that.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's been consistent with it.
Very, very
which
consistent.
And he works hard, y'all. Y'all don't see it behind the scenes, but that dude works.
Yeah, I mean, putting this together
immensely.
is not an easy task.
No. And this is impressive.
Yeah, this is very impressive. Adam, thanks so much, brother.
Thanks, bud.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you guys.